There are several important concepts we must understand before we start playing with Docker. The first two concepts are containers and images. Images are read-only template used to create containers. Images are created with the Docker build command, either by us or by other Docker users. Because images can become quite large, images are designed to be composed of layers of other images, allowing a minimal amount of data to be sent when transferring images over the network. Images are stored in a Docker registry, such as Docker Hub. We'll talk about it in a minute. Next, we'll talk about containers. To use a programming metaphor, if an image is a class, then a container is an instance of a class, a runtime object. Containers are hopefully why you're using Docker. They're lightweight and portable encapsulations of an environment in which to run applications. We create a container from an image, and then run the container. And inside that container, we have all the binaries and dependencies we need to run our application. Here are another two important concepts about Docker: registry and repositories. A registry is where we store our images. You can host your own registry, and you can use Docker's public registry, which is called Docker Hub. Inside a registry, images are stored in repositories. Docker repository is a collection of different Docker images with the same name that have different tags. Each tag usually represents a different version of the image. Let's take a look at the Docker Hub. Docker Hub is a public registry which contains a large number of images you can use. Here we Google Docker Hub. The second entry is what we are looking for. Just click the link. Here we click Browse to see what we can find. As we see, there are some popular official repositories listed here, such as Nginx, Ubuntu, and Redis. Official repositories are certified repositories by Docker. For each repository, we can also see the number of stars and pulls, which indicate the popularity of each repository. You can also search other repositories here. Let's say we want to find some MySQL images. Let's type MySQL and hit Enter to search. See? So Docker Hub found some MySQL repositories here. Note the first one is marked as official. New Docker users are encouraged to use the official repositories in their projects. These repositories have clear documentation, promote best practices, and are designed for the most common use cases. Docker Incorporation, which is the company behind Docker, sponsors a dedicated team that is responsible for reviewing and publishing all official repositories' content. It is also ensured that security updates are applied in a timely manner for official images. So when we get started with Docker, try to use official images so that we can get the most support from the community. All the other repositories are also MySQL repositories, which presumably contains MySQL images. They are contributed by other users in the community. So how can we tell which one is an official image and which is not? First of all, as we mentioned before, official images usually come with an official mark. Also, the name of an unofficial image usually has a namespace before the actual image name, which is often the username of the user who created the repository. Here, let's click the link of the official MySQL repository. We can see the information about this REPL and clear documents about how to use this image. If I scroll up and click the Tags tab, we can see the repository has several tags. In most of the cases, the tag means the version of the application or tool in this image. So an image is specified by its repository name and tag. Even the same image might have multiple tags. If you don't specify a tag, Docker will use the default tag, which is latest. We'll get into more details about this when we start playing Docker run command in the next lecture.